Sportsman champion Mark Smith won the sprint feature the last time the Sportsmen were here. Inside the 22H. Billy Schaafstall, a no-show, as is the 95 of Kirby Seitz. Green this time. Into the lead at the start in the 5B. As we look to get one lap in the book, running second, the 7L of Dwayne Smith. Holding third spot. Your race leader, the 7L of Dwayne Smith, runs in second spot. The 47 of Carberry is third. Running fourth, the 22H of Blaine Hirsch, under heavy pressure from car number 25, Joe Renneker. Renneker takes the final transfer spot as he goes around the 22 of Hirsch. Meanwhile, Berkheimer continues to set the pace. Smith runs second, Carberry third, Renneker fourth. We have reached the halfway point. 4 laps down, 4 laps remaining for Berkheimer. Carberry all over Dwayne Smith for the runner-up spot. Out there on that shallow cushion with Carberry right behind him in the green, number 47. Joe Renneker holds the final transfer spot at car number 25. The cross flags are out this time around for the 5 of Dave Berkheimer. 2 laps remaining for Berkheimer. Smith, Carberry, and Joe Renneker in the transfer spots with less than 2 laps remaining. Stretching his lead over the field now as he drives off the cushion in turn number 4 and under the white flag. Last lap for your race leader, David Berkheimer in car number 5. Smith second, Carberry runs third. Holding fourth spot, car number 25, Joe Renneker. Number 4. We'll go green and checker. Dave Berkheimer, your race leader in car number 5. Dwayne Smith. Cars must pass to the outside of the orange cone on restarts here at the Grove. Once they pass the cone, they can go racing. 5. 4 to transfer. Green at the cone this time. Carberry tries the low side on Dwayne Smith. Can't get by. Renneker tries the outside on Carberry. Nothing there. Checker flag will wave this time. Berkheimer sets the pace into turn number 4. Checker flag in sight now for David Berkheimer in car number 5. He'll win the first heat. Smith second. Carberry third. Renneker fourth. So the winner of qualifying heat number 1 for the Super Sportsman cars, car number 5, Dave Berkheimer. Green between 3 and 4 at the chalk line right now. Sets the pace down the back stretch of the 11H. Paul Troutman running second, car number 16. already into a transfer spot in the bright yellow number 77. Richie Hartman racing hard in car number 39, challenging Troutman for the runner-up spot. Troutman slams the door as we work on lap number 2. Bill Brown maintaining his lead over Troutman. Hartman runs third. Howie Locke is fourth. Really stretching his lead right now. He has reached the halfway point. Bill Brown's got a half straightaway over the pack. Troutman second, Richie Hartman third, Howie Locke fourth. Good battle for the road. Again, Troutman slams the door. Howie Locke lying in wait in fourth position, trying to advance. 5 laps are down on your leader. In car number 11, Bill Brown. Brown continues to stretch his advantage over the field. The 2-lap sign is out this time for car number 11, driven by Bill Brown. 3 cars running under a blanket for second with 2 laps left. Troutman, Hartman, and Locke going at it for the second spot. Hartman looking for racing room around Paul Troutman. Still nothing there. He's got Howie Locke on his rear bumper. As your leader, Bill Brown drives under the white flag. Here comes Hartman on the inside. Can he get it done this time? Hartman alongside Troutman. Wheel to wheel into turn number 1. Troutman edges ahead coming off the corner. The battle rages for second place as Bill Brown pulls ahead of the field. Checkered flag is out for the number 11 of Bill Brown. He'll win heat number 2. Holding on for second, Paul Troutman in the 16. Hartman third in the 39. Locke is fourth in car number 77. So the winner of qualifying heat number 2 for the Super Sportsman car is the number 11 of Bill Brown. Up next, the first qualifying heat for the sprint cars, and it is sponsored by Silver Spring Beverage, located on the Carlisle Pike between Silver Spring Speedway and the Silver Spring Commons. They've got beer by the case or cake, soda and water, cigarettes, cigars, snacks, and even lottery tickets at Silver Spring Beverage, where everyone wins. Lining up on the pole for the first qualifying heat for the sprint cars, and this heat is 10 laps in distance. 6 will qualify. Only the first 4 finishers will be handicapped into the top 12 starting spots according to the driver's earnings average. Sprint heats lined up according to the driver's earnings average here at the Speedway. Drivers who have earned the most money on the average start toward the rear of the field. Once again, starting on the pole, car number 81 from Walnut Port, Bob Beitelman. Alongside Beitelman, our newly crowned 358 Limited Sprint Champion from Harrisburg, driving the U1, Chad Layton. Going third, driving the 17B from Selinsgrove, Troy Whitesole. Fourth spot belongs to the man from Delta, former Super Sportsman competitor, driving the 10N, Chris Knopp. Starting fifth in car number 11 from Herndon, Mike Erdbley. Starting sixth from Middleburg, the 7M, Todd Hester. Going seventh in car number 1, the flying fireman from Allentown, Shawn Michael. Starting eighth, driving car number 77 from Fayetteville, the defending Cindy Rowe Auto Glass champion and current point leader, Lance DeWeese. Lance DeWeese starting eighth. Lining up ninth, making just his second start at Williams Grove in car number 43, Steve Miller. And going 10th, doing double duty tonight, the letter X, the free bird from Helm, Bobby Weaver. Second, Beitelman inside in the 81. 358 champion back in 1989. He's got 12 career wins in 358 competition. He is second on the all-time winners list here. Beidelman, a 41-year-old mechanic. Todd Hester.
Well, it'd be nice to get a little rain on that first. That really helps set it up. You have to do damn much to put the hose in.
First four finishers handicapped into the top 12 starting spots for the feature according to the driver's earnings average. Green now. Beidelman takes the lead at the start. Drives hard into turn number one. Beidelman slingshots off the cushion. He's got the lead. Weitzel second, Layton third, then Hester, DeWeese, and Shawn Michael follow. Layton tries the low side. Hester tries to go around him. Can't do it. Turns the car inside. Got a battle for the lead and a battle for third. Hester tries to slide. Layton can't make it. DeWeese drives alongside Hester on the backstretch. Beidelman and Weitzel battle for the lead. Layton goes to the cushion this time. Beidelman and Weitzel going at it with 2 laps down. Weitzel tries the low side. Beidelman off the cushion, maintains his lead. But here comes Weitzel on the backstretch. He takes over. We've got a new leader, Troy Weitzel. Beidelman tries to get it back. Layton ducks low off turn number 4. DeWeese to the outside, racing hard, trying to get by Layton. Chad works low on Bob Beidelman. DeWeese threads the needle, goes around Layton and by Beidelman. He's into second. 4 laps down on your race leader. Troy Weitzel, DeWeese is second. Beidelman and Layton follow, then Shawn Michael and Todd Hester. Chasing Weitzel into 3, makes a bid on the inside and takes the lead at the halfway point. DeWeese your leader. Weitzel second, Layton third, Michael fourth, then Hester and Beidelman follow. DeWeese stretching his lead over the field as he completes lap number 6. Shawn Michael working on Chad Layton for third. Running through the middle of the corners, Michael right there, right on his rear bumper. Michael ducks low onto the bridge as they race hard into turn number 3. Shawn Michael in the middle, Layton on the outside. Michael has taken third. Weitzel, Michael, Layton, Hester, and Erdley in the transfer spots. Shawn Michael ducks low on Weitzel and drives by into second. 2 laps left for Lance DeWeese. Michael second. Weitzel, Layton, and Hester follow. Hester around the outside of Chad Layton on the backstretch takes that important 4th spot. Todd Hester is up to 4th. Last lap on Lance DeWeese as Hester takes 3rd from Troy Weitzel. Cushion, checkered flag in sight. He'll win it. Shawn Michael gets second. Third goes to Todd Hester. Troy Weitzel is 4th. Layton will be 5th. And Mike Erdley is 6th. A heat winner for the 11th time this season. He leads all drivers in that department from Fayetteville, Pennsylvania, driving Al Hamilton's Mannheim auction number 77. Also sponsored by Workin and Hanks Performance. The driver is Lance DeWeese. Our second qualifying heat tonight is sponsored by Lynch Tours and More in Halifax, Pennsylvania. If you're planning a racing vacation or a vacation of any kind for that matter, give Terry Lynch a call at Lynch Tours and More in Halifax, Pennsylvania. Second heat looks like this, starting on the pole from Upper Black Eddy, Pennsylvania, driving car number 21, Trevor Lewis. Alongside Lewis, car number 42 from Landisburg, Alan Spriggle. Starting in 3rd spot from Tower City, car number 5, driven by Billy Schofstall. And going fourth, driving out of Lancaster in car number 30, Doug Esch. Fifth spot goes to the 07 of Macungi's Len Thompson. Starting sixth, driving the 17E from Hanover, Chris Aish. Seventh spot, car number 7, the man from Mifflintown, Keith Kaufman. And lining up eighth in the Red Rocket, the number 12 from Memphis, Tennessee, Greg Hodnett. Going ninth, car number 15 from Hagerstown, Maryland, Jay Reichert. First sprint car heat timed in 2 minutes 58.03 seconds. The win to number 77, driven by Lance DeWeese. Second, car number 1, Shawn Michael. Third, the 7M of Todd Hester. Fourth, the 17B, Troy Weitzel. Again, the first 4 in the first heat. 77 DeWeese, 1 Michael, 7M Hester, 17B Weitzel, finishing 5th U1 Chad Layton, 6th number 11 Mike Erdley. Green now. Officials are not satisfied with the initial start, so we're ready to go green once again. There is the green flag. Lewis into the lead. Doug Esch ducks low, takes second. Greg Hodnett runs above the cushion, takes third. A spectacular move by Hodnett. The Red Rocket goes by the number 30. Hodnett is up to second. Sets the pace. Hodnett coming on in the 12 car. We've got 2 laps in the book. Ash is third. Len Thompson fourth. And Chris Aish and Keith Kaufman follow. Hodnett has caught the leader. Watch the ex-outlaw on turn number 3. Hodnett ducks low, slides up in front of Trevor Lewis. We've got a new leader with 3 laps down. Hodnett with the lead. Trevor Lewis runs second. Thompson, Chris Aish, and Kaufman follow. Working lap number 5, Hodnett streaking away from the field. The cross flags are out. 5 down, 5 left for Hodnett. Lewis second, then Doug Esch, Len Thompson, Chris Aish, and Keith Kaufman follow. Len Thompson drives up underneath Doug Esch. Thompson is taken third. Down on Hodnett. He's got nearly a straightaway over the runner-up, Trevor Lewis, in car number 21. The 2-lap sign is out for Greg Hodnett this time. 2 laps remaining for the 12 car. The 4th spot, let's say to Chris Aish or Keith Kaufman. If Doug Esch should finish 5th, then he knows he will start 14th in tonight's feature. So green Green, white, and checker. Green this time. Streaking away from the field. Len Thompson working on Trevor Lewis for second, takes the spot. As Chris Aish goes by Doug Esch for the fourth spot. Chris Aish moving on Trevor Lewis now in turn number 3. Watch the bid. Hodnett will win it. Second to Thompson. To Lewis, Chris Aish fourth, then Doug Esch and Keith Kaufman follow. A heat winner for the 8th time this season. In a car sponsored by the Apple dealerships along with Cars by Dealers magazine. The driver from Memphis, Tennessee is Greg Hodnett. Heat number 3 goes to the post this way, starting inside row number 1, driving car 17H. From Pottstown, Jason Hagenbuck. Outside front row from York, 1A, Todd Allen. And starting third, driving the 0 from Pennington, New Jersey, Rick Lafferty. Lining up fourth in car number 32 from York Springs, Brooke Weibly. Fifth spot goes to the 22M from Newville, Mark Smith. Sounds like the Mark Smith fan club is here tonight. Going sixth, car number 69 from Sinking Springs, Don Kreitz Jr. And lining up seventh, feature winner here last Friday night, the 88H from Salfordville, Fast Freddie Raymer. Rounding out the field, starting ninth, car number 22 from Eunice, Louisiana, Jason Johnson. Into turn number 1 of the 17H. Lafferty takes the runner-up spot. Brooke Weibly third, and we've got a problem on the backstretch. Lafferty in the 32 of Brooke Weibly in row number 2. Leads the back into turn number 1. Weibly runs second. Allen third. Jason Johnson up to fourth momentarily. Lafferty goes by on the inside. Rick Lafferty takes third. Jason Johnson into the back of Todd Allen. Falls all the way to the rear of the field. Johnson off the cushion around Todd Allen this time. Watch the white number 22. Meanwhile, Donald Kreitz challenging Rick Lafferty for third. Kreitz takes the spot. Hagenbuck leads Weibly second. Kreitz is third, Lafferty fourth. Then Mark Smith and Jason Johnson follow. Hagenbuck, Weibly, Kreitz, Lafferty, Smith, and Johnson follow. Working lap number 4, Hagenbuck maintaining his lead over Weibly. Kreitz moving in. Donnie Kreitz moves in to challenge for the runner-up spot. Kreitz off the bottom in turn number 2, challenging Weibly for second as Hagenbuck continues to set the pace. Kreitz off the rail in turn number 4, side by side with Weibly as they get to the finish line at the halfway point. Hagenbuck Hagenbuck leads Lively second. Kreitz third. Raymer, meanwhile, has passed Jason Johnson for the final transfer spot. Mark Smith ducks low on Rick Lafferty and takes fourth. Lively continued to keep Kreitz at bay off turn number 2. This time Kreitz goes by on the inside. Hagenbuck continues to lead Kreitz second as we work lap number 7. Lively on the outside in third, Mark Smith fourth. Raymer challenging Rick Lafferty from fifth, and Raymer takes the spot. Now we've got a challenge for the lead. Kreitz moving in. Kreitz to the low side of Hagenbuck in turn number 4. The 2-lap sign coming out this time around. 2 laps left for Don Kreitz Jr. He's got the lead. Hagenbuck is second. Lively third. Raymer battling Mark Smith for fourth. Raymer on the low side. Smith on the outside. Smith holds him off. Last lap coming up for Don Kreitz Jr. Hagenbuck still second. Lively third. Mark Smith holds fourth. Raymer fifth on the final lap now. Raymer ducks low on turn number 1. Smith on the outside holds him off. They battle down the backstretch, nose to tail. Watch that important battle for fourth. Smith tries the low side now, took Raymer's lane away. Kreitz wins it. Hagenbuck second. Lively third. Mark Smith is fourth. Fred Raymer fifth. And Jason Johnson is sixth. A heat winner for only the second time this season. Driving the FX Smith Son Cigars number 69, Don Kreitz Jr. Once again, the Super Sportsman qualifying heats are 8 laps in distance and 4 will transfer to the feature event. We have 3 and 4 now. Jackson working the low side of the black number 1. Jackson up to 4th. Snellbaker right behind him, tries the outside. Couple of cars getting together in turn 4. Everybody keeps going. Paul Miller sets the pace in car number 58. As Larry Jackson drives into the runner-up spot, car number 1. Jackson moving in on the leader now. Snellbaker up against the cushion, car number 32. Smokey Snellbaker racing for that 4th and final transfer spot. He's got it. Snellbaker in the 32 is up to 4th. Moves to the inside of Hockenberry and takes 3rd. So Paul Miller is your race leader in car number 58. Jackson second in the number 1. Here comes Smokey Snellbaker in the 32. Hockenberry in the 4th and final transfer spot in car number 25. Jackson moving in on the leader now off turn number 4. We have reached the halfway point. We have 4 laps completed, 4 laps remaining. Paul Miller, your leader. Jackson second. Snellbaker third. Hockenberry is 4th. Only 4 to qualify. Down on the 58 of Miller. Jackson driving through the middle in turn number 4, draws a beat on the leader with 2 laps remaining. Snellbaker a solid 3rd, Hockenberry 4th. Hockenberry challenged by the 42 of J.R. Fry. Last lap coming up. Last lap on the leader, Paul Miller in car number 58. Jackson a distant second now. Snellbaker third. Battle for 4th between Hockenberry and Fry. Jackson Jackson trying to close on the leader once again. Checkered flag in sight this time for Paul Miller in car number 58. 3 cars under a blanket for the final transfer spot. Snellbaker gets third. J.R. Fry takes fourth at the line. Winner of qualifying heat number 3 in the Super Sportsman division, car number 58, driven by Paul Miller. Green now. Pat Cannon into the lead in the 5G. Zimmerman holds second. Russ Mitten into third. Looking to complete lap number 1. Pat Cannon in the 5G, your race leader. Russ Mitten second. Up to third already, Frankie Herr in car number 3. For the lead. Cannon on top, Mitten down low, Frankie Herr up to third in the 3 car. Herr started back in 7th. He is moving in to challenge the leaders now as we work lap number 3. Steve Cannon holding the 4th and final transfer spot of the 23. Running nose to tail, the top 3. Cross flags will be out this time as Frankie Herr makes a bid on the rail off turn number 4. Herr challenging Russell Mitten in turn number 1. Close action for that runner-up spot. Frankie Herr draws alongside Mitten once again on the backstretch. Herr down low, Mitten in the middle. Frankie Herr takes second at least momentarily. Here comes Frankie on the low side. 5 laps down on your race leader. Car number 5, Pat Cannon. Herr runs in second spot. Mitten is third. Steve Cannon runs 4th. The 2-lap sign will be out this time as Frankie Herr makes a bid on the low side in turn 4. 2 laps remaining. Pat Cannon leads Herr into turn number 1. Drops slow. Makes Frankie Herr get on the binders. Cannon increases his lead on the backstretch. The white flag will fall this time around. Cannon and Herr battle it out off turn number 4. Last lap coming up. Cannon stretching his lead as he gets to the bridge now on the final lap. Meanwhile, Cannon's brother Steve working on Russ Mitten for third. Pat Cannon off 4 with the lead. Checkered flag is out for the 5 of Pat Cannon. Herr is second. Mitten third. Steve Cannon is 4th. 4th and final qualifier for the Super Sportsman is in the book. The win goes to the 5G of Pat Cannon. Champion at Lincoln and Susquehanna Speedway is 57 years of age, and he's not nearly the oldest driver here tonight. Green flag off turn number 4. The free bird into the lead at the start. Todd Allen, nice and smooth around the bottom, drives by Bob Beidelman. Working the outside. Todd Allen, smooth and straight, goes by Spriggle. He's up to second. Beidelman stuck behind Spriggles. Rick Lafferty moves in. Beidelman Beidelman wants the outside. Lafferty driving off the bottom. Lafferty pulls even with Spriggle going into turn number 1. Rick Lafferty has taken third. Chris Knopf around the outside of Beidelman, and on the inside he drives by Spriggle on the backstretch. 3 laps down on Weaver. Allen second. Lafferty and Knopf race for third. Spriggle and Beidelman follow. Beidelman finally around the outside of Allen. Spriggle, he is up to 5th. 4 down on Weaver. Allen tried to close in second. Knopf is third. Lafferty 4th. Beidelman 5th and Spriggle 6th. The halfway sign will be out this time around for Bobby Weaver in the X. 5 down, 5 remaining for Bobby Weaver. Allen second at the halfway point. Knopf third. Lafferty holds 4th. Beidelman is 5th. The final transfer spot belongs to the 42 of Allen Spriggle. Transfer spot now. Allen Spriggle holds it in the 42. Jay Reichert wants it in the 15, and he takes it. Jay Reichert into 6th with 2 laps left. 2 laps left for Bobby Weaver this time. Trouble off turn number 4. Yellow flag is out. The 43 of Steve Miller got into the 42 of Spriggle. Spriggle kept going. Miller stopped. We have 1 lap remaining in our sprint car consolation. Steve Miller in the 43 stopped on the front stretch. 6th, the number 15 of Jay Reichert. Weaver in the X car. Todd Allen in the 1A. Allen, a rookie sprint car racer. Weaver off the cushion with the lead. Pulling away on the backstretch. Chris Knopf moving in on Allen for second. Checkered flag will fall this time for Bobby Weaver. Todd Allen will finish second. Knopf is third. Lafferty 4th. Beidelman 5th. 6th, the 15 of Jay Reichert. Battle continues for Knopf off 4. Weaver wins it. Allen, Knopf, Lafferty, Beidelman, and Reichert follow. So the win in our consolation race tonight goes to the Bachman's letter X, the driver from Helm, Bobby Weaver. 5th, 81, Bob Beidelman, and the 6th and final transfer spot to car number 15, Jay Reichert. First alternate for the sprint car feature will be the 42 of Allen Spriggle. Feature, green flag is out. Side by side, racing into turn number 3. Callman on the outside, Howard down low. We look to complete lap number 1, and the red flag is out. Trouble between 3 and 4. Car has turned over between 3 and 4. It is the 22H of Dane Hurst. Word from the accident scene, Dane Hurst is okay. For those those who play the Little Caesars Pick 5 contest, we will give you the sprint car feature lineup so you can think about your selections. Front row, 21 Trevor Lewis, 17H Jason Hagenbuck. If you don't have a souvenir program, you might want to pick one up. Find the entry blank for the Pick 5 contest and play along with us. $1,000 if you can correctly select the top 5 finishers in the sprint car feature. Got to have a souvenir program to play. The entry blank is inside the program. Again, front row, Trevor Lewis and Jason Hagenbuck. Row 2, 17B, Troy Weitzel, 32, Brooke Wibley. Row 307, Len Thompson, 22M, Mark Smith. And we will go a little more slowly later on with driver introductions. Row 4, 7M, Todd Hester, 17E, Chris Aish. Row 5, 69, Don Kreitz, number 1, Sean Michael. Row 6, 77, Lance DeWeese, 12, Greg Hodnett. Row 7, U1, Chad Layton, 30, Doug Esch. Row 8, 88H, Fred Raymer, number 11, Mike Erdley. Row 9, 7, Keith Kaufman, 22, Jason Johnson. Row 10, X, Bobby Weaver, 1A, Todd Allen. Row 11, 10N, Chris Knopp, 0, Rick Lafferty. And row 12, 81, Bob Beidelman, 15, Jay Reichert. No glass ad. On the Little Caesars page, if you've got the lucky number, we've got a gift certificate for you from Little Caesars Pizza. Name is 872932. Once again, that is 87. They are simply racing for position. We will shorten this race from 8 to 5 laps. 5 laps the distance. All 4 will qualify. They are racing for position. The winner will start 17th in the feature. Racing off the cushion in turn number 2, Dave Calaman. He's got the lead. Car number 19, Bob Howard, second in the 49. 1 lap down of 5. Calaman, Howard, Rich Eichelberger, your top 3. Jason Fry, 4th, and car number 24. Eichelberger working the low side, moves by Bob Howard in second. Howard ducks low, wants the spot back. Can't get even with Eichelberger this time. Rich is second. 3 laps down, 2 laps left for Dave Calaman. Eichelberger second. Howard third. Fry fourth. Final lap. Coming up, car number 19, Dave Calaman, continues to set the pace. Calaman into the 4th turn now, checkered flag in sight. The number 19 of Dave Calaman will win it. Second, car number 8, Rich Eichelberger. Third, the 49 of Bob Howard. And 4th, car number 24 of Jason Fry. Line sprint feature is next. Green is out. Trouble at the start. Couple of cars getting together. Everybody keeps moving. Got a battle for the lead. Off turn number 2, Bobby Hockenberry's got the lead. Leroy Martin second in the 66, looking to complete 1 lap. We do. Hockenberry leads. Martin is second. 21 of Kevin Naus. The 66 of Martin, 21 of Naus, who top 3. Showing in 4th, the 42, Jerry Strasser. Strasser loses the spot now to Dave Newman in the number 11. Sign will be out this time around. Last lap coming up for Bobby Hockenberry in the 25S. Up to second now and on the move in car number 21, Kevin Naus. Third, the 66 of Leroy Martin. Fourth, the number 11 of Dave Newman. Naus trying to run down Hockenberry as we work lap number 5. Remaining 2 laps left. Naus gaining on the leader. Hockenberry off the top in turn number 2. Naus closing on the inside. Naus still in the running for Sportsman Tour Point Champion. Trying to win this consolation race. We have 1 lap left. Hockenberry, your leader. Naus right there in second. Dave Newman has taken third on the last lap. Tries the inside at 2 and draws by Bobby Hockenberry. Hockenberry trying to come back as they get to the bridge. They're dead even in turn number 3. Naus on the low side. Hockenberry on the outside. Checkered flag in sight. Kevin Naus trying to hold off Hockenberry now, and he does. Dave Newman is third. Martin fourth. At the line, the number 21 of Kevin Naus. Last time the Sportsmen were here, he got his first win. Can he get his second tonight? How about Mark Smith? Tell you who's overdue. How about Don Kreitz Jr. tonight? Or maybe Lance DeWeese? Or Fast Freddie Reamer? Or how about one for that bad apple, Greg Hodnett? But we're going to find out, because, ladies and gentlemen, it is showtime at Williams Grove Speedway. Into the lead at the start, Trevor Lewis. Lynn Thompson drives into second in the 07. Up to third, car number 32, Brooke Lively. Going for the lead in the 07, Len Thompson. He and Trevor Lewis get together as they race hard into turn number 3. Thompson down low takes the lead. Thompson leads. Lewis is second. Lively, Chris H., Jason Hagenbuck follow. Over the field. 21 of Lewis is second. Chris H. runs third. Wobbly fourth. Hagenbuck fifth. Mark Smith is sixth. Bright seventh. Thompson up against the cushion, stretching his lead over the field as Chris H. drives into second. 6 laps are down on your race leader. 6 down on Thompson. H., Lewis, Wadley, and Hagenbuck, your top 5. Hodnett has found something on the outside. Hodnett in the 12th car is off. Chris H. moving in on Len Thompson. Thompson stuck in traffic. Chris H. right there now. Chris H. moving into challenge for the lead. Thompson ducks low and goes by Rick Lafferty. H. right there on the inside to challenge. We have got a new lead. To get it back, it does. Chris H. challenging again on the backstretch. Thompson takes the lead back. For the lead coming off the 4th corner. Aish all over the leader now. Thompson to the outside. Chris down low. Thompson races off the cushion and maintains his lead. Aish right there, heading into turn number 3. Aish tries the low side. Thompson off the cushion. We have reached the halfway point. They are side by side for the lead. Thompson again around the top. Maintains his lead down the backstretch. Chris H. won't go away, however. H. has his lane taken away but slides to the outside. Thompson tries the low line. 14 down. Chris ducks low and 1. Thompson off the cushion. Len Thompson sets the pace. Chris H. right behind him. As they head for lap traffic, Thompson ducks low at 3 and 4. H behind him, 15 down. Chris slides to the outside, tries to make a move. 10 laps left. Thompson ducks low at turn number 1. Chris is right there on the backstretch. Len Thompson has Mike Erdley in front of him. Tries the low side at 3 and 4. Thompson under Erdley. Puts him a lap down. Chris H. is all over the leader. 3 lap cars in front of him in turn number 1. Thompson off the cushion. Maintains his lead on the backstretch. Chris H. coming back. Lap traffic in front of the leaders. Thompson ducks low in turn number 3, working lap number 17. Thompson and H. continue to duel it out in turn number 1. Thompson off the cushion. Chris H. down low. As they head over the bridge, the lap car of Doug Esch in front of the leaders. Thompson blocking Ash's path in turn number 4. 18 are down, 7 remain. Thompson Thompson to the outside, around Doug Ash. Puts some ground between himself and Chris Aish. Chris tries the outside, goes to the cushion. Here he comes on the outside now. 5 laps remaining. Make it 19 down, 6 remaining. Yellow is out. Yellow is out for Doug Ash. Ash slowing to a stop on the front stretch. Laps are down, 6 laps are left. Do you like what you're seeing so far? Rick Lafferty into will leave in turn number 3. Green at the cone, 6 laps left. Which way is Len Thompson going to go into turn number 1? Butch Book looks over the field, drops the green flag right now. Thompson goes low. Chris Aish around the outside and into the lead. We've got a new leader on the backstretch. Chris Aish in the 17E. Thompson in the 07 runs second. Donnie Kreitz coming on in third. 5 laps left for Chris. Kreitz working off the low side in turn number 2. Closing in on Thompson. Kreitz coming fast. Thompson ducks low. Kreitz is right there. Trevor Lewis, Brooke Wadley, and Shawn Michael followed. Michael goes by DeWeese. Shawn Michael racing with Brooke Wadley now, turn number 1. Two laps down for Chris Aish. Thompson second, Kreitz third. Lewis fourth, Wadley fifth. Shawn Michael ducks under Wadley in turn number 1, but Lance DeWeese goes around the outside of both of them. Michael holds off DeWeese. 2 laps left for Chris Aish. Thompson, Kreitz, Lewis follow. Shawn Michael is 5th. We've got a yellow flag. Car slowing on the backstretch. It is the backstretch. 23 laps are down. Pace car leaves. We will go green at the cone. Green, white, and checkered. Chris Aish looking for win number 2 on the season. The first in his father's car. Green now. Fred Raymer slips past Lance DeWeese. Raymer in the top 5. Last lap on Chris Aish. Thompson trying to hold off Kreitz for second. Working hard on the low side. Chris Aish will win it. Kreitz around the outside of Thompson, can't make the pass. Aish wins it. Thompson second. Kreitz third. Michael fourth. Trevor Lewis fifth.
Welcome back to Victory Lane for the 2nd time this season, Chris Aish. You and Len Thompson really put on a show tonight.
Boy, we sure did. We were running all over the racetrack. He done a heck of a job tonight. They had their car working real good. It was fun racing with him.
Were you surprised that he gave you the top on that restart, or did you expect him to take your lane away on the inside?
Well, I kept poking my nose down underneath of him, and I figured he thought I was going to the bottom. I couldn't get in quite as good as he could, but I could drive off a lot better, and you know, I was sneaking my nose up in there, and I figured maybe he'd go to the bottom like that, and you know, that was the first I actually even went on the cushion. Car felt pretty good on the cushion.
You were looking very good, actually, a couple laps before that restart when you were running the cushion in 3 and 4. It seemed like you seemed determined that was the only way you were going to get by him, and you were really closing in on him down there.
Well, yeah, you know, like I said, I was poking my nose in there, and he done what he had to do. You know, he, roll around the bottom, try to take my lane away. You know, like I say, our car was pretty good tonight, and makes things a lot easier for me.
Well, the car was pretty good tonight. The driver was pretty good tonight, and it's a good time of the season if you're going to get fast at Williams Grove Speedway, because we've got our biggest weekend of the year coming up next week, and you usually do pretty well in those time trial races.
Well, yeah, you know, we got a killer Don-Odd engine we've been saving. We ran in a, back at the Gum Out race and the triple 20s, and we ran pretty decent both nights. So I'm really looking forward to that. You know, I have a lot of people to thank. I don't get up here enough. Nick Macri, Advanced Settlement, E&G Classics, Hoosier Race Tires. I'm sure I'm probably forgetting somebody. You know, I got to thank my crew: Sean Norris, Wayne Bull, Donnie Kessel, Brent. I'm not sure his last. Brent Lawrence, and I got to thank my dad most of all for putting me in a good race car.
Chris, you've won World Outlaw races in the past. The National Open is the biggest deal we have in Pennsylvania, in the East, really. What would it mean to you to win that race?
It would be a dream come true. You know, we work all year for that one race. You know, it's the biggest paying race around here, most prestigious race, so it'd really be awesome to win it. You know, if things fall into place, you know, things have to fall into place on an outlaw night to even be in contention for the win. You know, we're just going to hope and pray that things fall in place next weekend.
Chris, we wish you the best of luck next week and congratulate you on your victory tonight.
Thank you.
Chris H. Looking for there's the car owner. Come on over here, car owner. Back in Victory Lane. He wasn't here as a car owner the first time Chris won this year, but we welcome back his dad to Victory Lane. He's been here a lot of times. This is David Aish. Hey, they remember you. That's nice applause for a car owner.
Yeah, I want to thank everybody. Like Chris said, everything went well tonight. The car was fast. We had the Don-Odd motor that Macri supplied, and you can see it run really well. And we have a better one to bring out next week.
Hey, that sounds like somebody who used to own a 29 car. Well, you see the one we have next week, huh? But anyway, Dave, nice to see you back here as a car owner again. You kind of leave and then you come back whenever Chris seems to need you, and that's always good to know. How did it feel watching him race with Len Thompson tonight?
Before the race started, I told my son Lynn that I believe that 07 is going to be fast tonight. And he patted me on the shoulder after about the third or fourth lap and said, "Look there." But I thought we would get him as the race went on. You know, when the race got later, that we would get him, and he did.
Well, I'll tell you what, you and Chris are not boastful people, and both of you say you've got a killer motor back in the shop. I am looking forward to seeing it next week. We wish you the best of luck.
Well, let's hope that it works like we hope it will.
Hope so. David Aish, car owner of the 17E.
Hey, bud! 59, Johnny Price, finishing fourth in the 1, Shawn Michael, finishing fifth in the 20, 7 Brian Hunter, 97, Steve Kaufman, and 22.
Turn number 4. Green is out. Racing into the lead at the start. Bill Brown in the 11 car. Being challenged by Paul Miller on the low side. Miller takes over on the backstretch. Paul Miller sets the pace into turn number 3. Brown running second. Brown off the cushion. Manages to hang on to the race car as we look to complete lap number 1. Setting the pace down the backstretch. David Berkheimer runs in second spot. Bill Brown is third in the 11 car. Got a car moving slowly on the backstretch. Yellow is out as the 58 of Paul Miller crosses the line. we are ready. Your leader is Paul Miller in car number 58. Second,
Pat Cannon, 5G.
second, the 5G of Pat Cannon. Showing in third, the number 11 of Bill Brown. We will go green at the cone. Cannon makes a bid on the outside. Miller holds him off. Paul Miller leads the pack down the backstretch. Cannon working off the cushion, trying to close. 58, 3 laps are down. Looking good on the bottom off turn number 4 as he completes lap number 5. Pat Cannon using up the whole racetrack, trying to close in. Gets the 49 off the racetrack as the green stays out. Miller continues to lead Pat Cannon. Battle continues to rage for third as well. Holding third is Dave Burkhover. Fourth, the number 39 of Richie Hartman. Continues to carry that right front wheel all the way up the front stretch. But he just can't seem to get a shot at the leader. Now Cannon goes to the top in turn number 4. Miller down low. 9 down. Cannon again catches the cushion in 2, but can't catch Miller. The halfway sign coming out this time. 10 down, 10 remaining. Again, Cannon makes a bid through the middle at turn number 1. Again, Miller pulls away on the backstretch. Cannon makes a strong bid in turn number 4 this time. Cannon side by side with Miller coming off 4. Cannon will lead the lap. Pat Cannon has taken the lead on lap number 11. Can he hold it off the second corner this time? Miller coming back. Cannon has a convincing lead now into turn number 3. Cannon stays against the cushion as he works lap 12. 12 down on your race leader. Pat Cannon of the 5G, Miller second of the 58. Burkhover third in car number 5. Hartman fourth. Frankie Harris fifth. Frankie Harris racing for 4th. The Sportsman Tour Championship on the line for Frankie. 14 down on Pat Cannon this time. Paul Miller runs second. Third, the long laps to David Berkheimer in the 5. Frankie Hers 4th, Richie Hartman 5th, and car number 39. The 5-lap side will be out this time for Pat Cannon. We have 5 laps remaining this time around for the 5G. Continues to gain slightly on runner-up Paul Miller. 16 laps are down. Berkheimer 3rd. Her. Here comes your leader, Pat Cannon in the 5G, completing lap number 17 of 20. For Pat Cannon, 2 laps left. Frankie Herr closing in on David Berkheimer for 3rd. Herr off the cushion trying to get by Berkheimer. As the white flag will fall for Pat Cannon this time around. Last lap on the leader. In front of the leader, but it won't matter now. Cannon into turn number 4. Checkered flag in sight for Pat Cannon. 2nd to Paul Miller. Finishing 3rd, the new Sportsman Tour champion, Frankie Herr.
Well, he's won some sportsman features before, but never before Williams Grove Speedway. Welcome to Victory Lane, Pat Cannon.
He said I won last year. I won here.
He did win. Take that back. He had one last year. Good race tonight with the 58 car. I guess you had to be wondering if you're ever going to get him.
Yeah, I didn't know. I tried the top right in the beginning, and it seemed the slide line seemed to get away. So I kept following, ducking him down bottom there, and I just wasn't making it there. And we took a little gear out, and I needed to keep it wound up. So I decided, well, we're going to have to try to make a move here. So we put it on top, and it just seemed to hook up pretty good. So
Track looks like it's in really good condition tonight. Looks like there is a top and a bottom, and you can't ask for much more than that.
No, usually it's really blown to the fence, and it's right, the cushion's right on the wall, and it's tough to run and get black like it was last week. It's totally different than when it was last week, but yeah, it was a lot of fun out there tonight.
Well, you got one more chance to come back to Williams Grove this year. We assume you'll be up high enough in the points that you get an invitation coming up on October 12th. Features only that night. Will you be back with us?
Oh, definitely. I mean, tonight we got the benefit of starting up front because the last 3 tour races have been terrible for us. Oh, yeah, we'll be back. Hope we can pull it off again.
Silver Spring tomorrow night?
Oh, definitely. We've been off the last 2 nights. We've been not great, but hopefully we can turn around tomorrow and bring it back in victory lane.
Well, we congratulate you on your victory tonight and look forward to seeing you back here on October 12th for the Fall Fest.
Yeah, thanks. I got to thank Troy and all the guys. They've been great. All the sponsors, Penske Shocks, they were awesome, everything. And especially my girlfriend, she puts up with a lot, and just like to thank them all.
Ladies and gentlemen, Pat Cannon.
the director of Stop Motor Reviews. My name is Bruce Ellis, wishing all of you a good evening.
Boy, did this crew ever grow now. Okay. You guys look good. Okay, here we go. Straight ahead. Watch from this angle.